Hello Nigerians, it is the newspaper review here on TAF TV, where we give you the opportunity to see and hear the reactions of Nigerians regarding every single headlines as it keeps unfolding. Eyo Kame is my name. Like, you know how we do it? Let's first look into the headlines and see what the headline has for us today. Now, today being 15th of October 2024, first we're considering the Vanguard. Sub-story under the Vanguard here says, PDP crisis deepens as Damagum lead NWC invites security agencies. Details of that is found on page 5. Edopo, PDP files petition at election tribunal. Details of that is found on page 10. Gunmen ambush, kill DPO, injure others during rescue operation. Quite a sad story here on page 6 of the Vanguard newspaper. Now the bold headline here on the Vanguard here says, Cup of the Nations qualifier. How Libya held Eagles hostage in disused airport for 15 hours. Details of that is found on page 8 and page 9. Alright, moving on, we're seeing on page 11 it says, Japa, nurses shouldn't be stopped from seeking greener pastures. Now this is coming from Peter Obi. Details of that, like I earlier said, is found on page 11. Arrest warrant. Honor invitations from Senate presidency tells HOSF heads of MDAs. Details of that is found on page 32. Now lastly on the Vanguard we're seeing bandits turns Gaswa Futwa Road to death trap. Locals lament. Details of that is found on page 16. Alright, up next we're considering the Daily Sun. The bold headline on the Daily Sun this morning here says, AFCON, Nigeria, Libya in Stanford. Details of that is found on the front page of the Daily Sun. Gunmen ambush police rescue team, kill DOP, other officers in Delta. Quite a sad story here on page 4. Hardship, again, Tinubu begs Nigerians, says economic crisis is global. You can read that up on page 6. At least 1.6 billion naira fraud. Ex-AGF, EFCC Center plea bargain agreement. Details of that is found on page 4. And lastly on the Daily Sun we're seeing, Edo, we have filed petition against electoral robbery. Confident of reclaiming our stolen mandate. This is coming from PDP. Details of that is found on page 64 of the Daily Sun.
If your problem is constipation.
Alright, lastly for today we're considering the nations. The bold headline here on the Nation here says, Damagum asks security to go after factional chair and others. Details of that is found on page 2 of the Nations. DSS block visitors access to Kanu lawyer allege. Details of that is found on page 2. Government to concern Enugu, Port Harcourt, other 3 airports. Details of that is found on page 4. Gunmen kill DOP in Delta ambush is found on page 4. Those earning 1.5 million or less monthly to get tax slash. Details of that is found still on page 4 of the Nations. Alright, that's what we're taking regarding the headlines that are making around this very day. Now let's into the streets and hear the reactions of Nigerians. Do well to stay tuned. You're welcome there.
Thank you.
Alright, now quickly on the Vanguard on page 11, a very interesting story says, Japa, nurses shouldn't be stopped from seeking greener pastures. Now this is coming from Peter Obi. Now the big question is, let's generalize this. Do you think anybody should be stopped from seeking greener pastures?
No.
Okay, why?
People know what is best for them, and then they go for it. Even this government, this government that wants to stop the nurses, right?
Yes.
From Bakare.
Obviously.
They know what is good for them too.
Okay.
Because if they don't actually know what is good for them, why do they send their own children abroad for studies?
That's a huge.
Why do they go abroad for their medical services? Why can't they do it here? Why can't they do it? So people know what is good for them, and then they go for it. They go for what is best. In fact, for what is even best for them.
So your best advice is for every Nigerian that wants to japa.
For every Nigerian that has the opportunity to japa, it should japa.
Okay, regardless of what is happening.
Exactly.
So at this point, you feel every Nigerian that wants to japa should japa?
Every Nigerian that feels he or she wants to jackpot, that has the opportunity to shoot jackpot. Most of these nurses, okay, just imagine being paid 100,000 naira in Nigeria, which is not even up to a bag of rice right now. Okay, in fact, your transportation alone must have even finished the whole money. Okay, no, now just imagine gaining that kind of money in dollars, and then you will not even have to work that hard over there, because there they work hourly. All right,
they pay you based on the time you
they
spend.
pay you based on the time you spend, but here they pay you. You work for at least 9 hours a day now here in Nigeria, and now just imagine working over there for $100 every month, for example. Okay, that's a huge amount of money if you change it to the currency here in Nigeria. So everybody that has the right, every nurse that has the right to travel to Japa, shoot Japa.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
It always feels good to have you around.
Yes, thank you.
Now, quickly on the nations, the one that gets to affect every single Nigerian. It says that Damagum asked security to go after factional chair and others. Now, this is still in regards to the PDP crisis, the major opposition party regarding electoral act in Nigeria, national Nigeria. Now, the question is, do you think it's okay for us to be having this crisis in PDP?
Let me say this, the Damagum that is actually calling on security agency to go after others, is he the authentic national chairman of the People's Democratic Party? That's a question he should ask himself, because Damagum as a person was not elected as the PDP national chairman. He was elected as the vice chairman of the party during the last Congress that PDP had. But what's it called? The name of the other man from Benue State, the man in Benue.
We know him.
Yes, resigned, or it was removed.
He resigned.
Yes, he resigned. Then he took over. Now, go back to the constitution. He was not elected, mind you. He was occupying the position as a caretaker national chairman. So he does not have any right. And other members of the party, in fact, the stronger body of the party, which is the National Working Committee of the party, have come to say, my friend, step aside.
It's time for you to step out.
Step aside. So I don't think that thing is just nonsense to me. It's unreasonable.
So at this point, do you think he's actually trying to build walls around himself?
Yes, he is trying to build walls around himself. You know, he has certain backing, and which you and I know the backing. He has the backing of the minister of the Federal Republic, the SCT. So, but that alone, like I told you before, Wike as a person is a member of the People's Democratic Party. He is not PDP himself. He is a member. So any punishment can be dished out to him at any time, at any time, any day, anywhere. Yes. So Damagum should step aside for other people to try.
Now let's bring the PDP crisis from national to River State. Do you think of late we just heard of a party, APP? Do you think APP has a chance of ruling our state?
Let me say this. I can't state it categorically that APP has the chance of ruling River State. We all know the politics that took place in River State. That does not mean that River State is APP. It was just a platform that was used to conduct the local government election, by which some persons from the People's Democratic Party, because as you and I know, the People's Democratic Party has a problem, and you cannot use a problem party to go and contest an election. So they had to divert their support base from the People's Democratic Party to the APP. That is what's it called? The APP. I don't know the full meaning. Yes. So I don't think come 2027 general election that the platform of the APP can be very, very authentic or strong in River State.
Now, lastly, why do you think the fight between Wike and DRS governor, similarly Fubara, will still take place come 2027?
This is a problem that have come to stay until certain measures has been taken, certain disciplinary measures has been taken, because some persons need to go down for some persons to strive, and some persons need to step down for some persons to strive too. So if those actions are not being taken, I don't think that problem is going to be solved. So even the problem in the party and the national, I believe if you think very well, it's River State.
Obviously.
That's the problem.
Obviously. In as much as you don't want to admit it.
Yes, it's River State that's the problem. So that's just the thing. I don't think it can be solved now, except certain measures have been put in place.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
No, thank you.
Mama, you dey enjoy this country hard for you?
No,
Okay.
well, you know that for me, be say I'm a child of God.
Okay.
If I put for Nigeria mind, if I carry Nigeria wahala put for my mind, I go just die.
Okay.
So because I don't put Nigeria for my mind, I put God for my mind.
Okay.
God know that for me. If he hungry me too much, I go drink water.
Okay. Okay. But from the headlines for Daily Sun this morning, our president is begging again. He says hardship again. Tinubu begs Nigerians. Now, I want you to pick it from this angle. Now, our president is saying the economic crisis where we dey face na general, say na global thing, no be only Nigerians. Now, did you think our president had a master plan on how to rule this country before now?
Tinubu no get any plan for Nigeria. Why? Be say he's considering the money where he spend when he dey do campaign for election. So he try to recover all your money. You don't get any plan, single one plan for Nigeria.
So from wetin they talk now, if you say
they talk now, you say right from time, he's a beggar.
Okay.
He continue begging us.
Okay.
But inside him begging, nothing will him beg out. No improvement of anything. People is dying.
Okay.
Hungry they kill everybody, but no they kill me because I'm a child of God.
Okay. So now, generally now, we still get like, should I say, 2.5 years still there for this tenure. Do you think we're going to survive as a nation based on this economic crisis?
If Tinubu they beg Nigeria, we will be Nigeria, they beg them.
Okay.
For outside country, there is a president where they do well.
Okay.
The thing where they do, they gently and loyally come down from their seat.
Okay.
People where they do well, come take over. If Tinubu they beg us, make him gently and loyally, no say no they do well, make him talk on that from the seat of Nigeria.
Okay.
So make people go fit carry Nigeria along. Go fit carry Nigeria they go.
Okay. So your best advice now, the president not to contest again.
The president to resign now, not even to let him go contest for. When he resign from now, Nigeria is begging him to resign.
Okay.
Or army take over.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
God bless you.
All right, we've come to the end of our newspaper review here on TAF TV. You have been opportunity to see and hear the reactions of Nigerians. Just like every single Nigerians out here, you also can be part of the show. Come and slide into our comment sections and drop your reactions. My name is Okeme, and this has been the newspaper review here on TAF TV. Do well to take care of yourself.